Hey guys, it's Angie. Another week has passed on eBay, so it's time to bring you what sold for me last week. Now, to be completely transparent, the last 2 weeks have been really rough for me. I've tried to come up with a positive way to spin it, but sales were just not great for me. Now, I was still selling things and I was still selling at normal prices, but the number of items, the number of offers, the number of views, all were significantly down. I will tell you several times throughout the week, I couldn't list, I couldn't ship. There seemed to be some technical issues going on with eBay, so that pretty much could have had a lot to do with it. If I was having issues, I'm sure other people were as well. I guess the real lesson here, if you are a full-time reseller, this is a great time that you need to make sure that you have an emergency fund in place. If you're not selling what you normally sell or what you want to sell every single week, you still have to pay your bills, you gotta eat, you gotta pay for gasoline and things like that. So having money saved, set aside before you become a full-time reseller is super, super important. So let's get into the numbers. I will tell you the week before last, I didn't do a what sold video. My sales were only $1,600. It was really bad. If you are a viewer, then you know that my goal is to sell $2,500 minimum a week. So obviously $1,600 didn't quite cut it. I got so desperate, I even bought an Eneman from Commonwealth Picker, hoping that would flush out some sales for me. Hey, it's doing a little better this week, so must be working. Thanks, Kevin. So let's get right down to the numbers. This week, I did not even sell $2,000, so obviously well off my minimum $2,500 mark. I sold $1,970. Now this is a different view than what I normally show because I've had a lot of questions about what do those numbers actually mean. So this report actually gives you more details. So I wanted to start sharing this one so you get a better idea of my actual numbers. This shows you that of my $1,970, $112 was sales tax that I never received. eBay got that money. And then $665 is selling costs. So that includes shipping and any eBay fees and promoted fees. So my net sales were $1,191.84. What I see as a really significant difference for this week is right here. Quantity sold. I only sold 80 items this week. Typically I'm selling at least 100, sometimes around 120 items per week. So having only 80 items definitely affected my sales. But let's go ahead and see some of the items that I sold to give you an idea of what is still selling on eBay. If only I had the special one that was worth $22,000, but sadly, mine was just the Wildflower edition, and it sold for $22.45. I did sell this cute little tropical hat. I thought it would be perfect for somebody on vacation. It sold for $22 on best offer. These are little Fontanini pieces. They are part of a nativity scene. Old school Italian little figurines. They're hand painted. They sold for $31.45. I did sell this dress. I picked up this dress for $1 at a local consignment store. I really loved it. I did sell for $26.95 in just a few days. It was brand new with tags. Now this is more of like homecoming formal dress. For the last couple years, I have been avoiding those like the plague because of all the quarantine that we've been in. But now people are going to start going out to things again and having proms and having dances. So I will pick up those dresses now. I am pretty selective about what I'm picking up, but this was a really nice one and it sold right away. This is a TI-83 calculator, not the TI-84, which is worth double this price, but still not a bad pickup when you can find them for $1. This one sold in just a day for $25. I did have 4 pairs of these gloves that were given to me. They were brand new. This pair sold for $28.66. Now that is with free shipping, but it's first class. I've been running sales on shoes, so I have sold a few pairs. These are some soft spot mules. They sold for $19.76. I sold these Clarks. Actually, these weren't on much of a sale at all. They sold for $26.95. These little Bass gold shoes, total 80s vibe, sold for $22.45. I did sell a Vera Bradley. This was a super nice little tote. It's a great size for going to the beach. Sold for $22.45. Oh my gosh, this thing I love so much. It's a mystery machine for your dog. I used the picture from the packaging, but then I also have actual pictures. It did sell for $19.76. I wanted to keep it for Ollie, but he hates being in any kind of costume, so I thought for Halloween I just might get him like a little headband or something rather than try to like put him in a whole outfit. I did torture him last Halloween and he wasn't appreciative of that at all. This is just a free giveaway bag, Tommy Bahama. It was like a free with fragrance purchase. It sold for $19.76. I wanted to include this because this is one of my items I picked up for $1. My mom says, why are you picking up clothes for $1? Because sometimes, especially if they're plus size, they will sell. This was a JG hook, size 26 women's tall, and it sold for $17.05. I did have this little Garmin, GPS system, but it doesn't actually have the suction cup thing that comes with it, and it does say that on there. It sold for $19.76. This is a bow stabilizer. I have no idea how it stabilizes it or what it does, but I saw it at the bins and it looked unique, so I picked it up and it did sell for $19.76. Head covers. Anytime I find some unique head covers, I like to pick them up. I was surprised that this sold for only $12. Usually they do a little bit better, but hey, a sale is a sale. I was taking all that I could get. And then I sold some plush. And I have to say, plush helped this week for sure. They weren't high dollars, but hey, I'll take those sales all day because most plush I'm paying 25 cents or 50 cents for. This is a Toby tiger with a little hard baby face. It sold for $13.45. I did find all these cute little MetLife Snoopies. There was a lot of 9, including the blimp. That's one of the 9. It sold for $17.95. A Vera Bradley. I didn't even know Vera Bradley made little stuffed bears, but I found this one. It only sold for $9.86. And a little Guns Cookie Monster. I still love to pick up Sesame Street. They still do pretty well for me. They're not like high dollar, but they move consistently. This one sold for $10.75. And then a Scentsy. I always do great with the Scentsy buddies. They usually sell for me. This one, I did take a best offer of $10. And then Peppa Pig's little brother, George. This is him and his little dinosaur. He sold for $9.86. Not a stuffed animal, but basically a stuffed pillow. Was this really cool vintage MTV pillow. It's from 2005, so I guess it's not technically vintage yet. Pretty close though. It sold on best offer of $30. And it was a big variety this week, guys, because I was taking every sale I could get. This is some fishing line I picked up at the bins. It was super lightweight and they sold for $14.36, but that was with free shipping. I sold these Ariat cowboy boots. Oh, it killed me. I had them listed for $65 and I marked them down 50%. They sold for $32.97. They were beautiful boots. They've sold for well over $50, but I needed the sales, so I took the offer. This is, woo, look at that hair on that picture. Oh my goodness. This is a buyer's choice, one of the Carolers dolls. I didn't realize that I had a coupon on this item. I thought I sold it for $35, but then it had a 20% off coupon, so I actually only sold it for $26. Oh well, that's okay. I've sold a lot of these, and again, happy for the sale. I did sell this Patagonia vest. Went to Alaska. The thing that makes it unique, I would have sold it for way higher. I took a best offer of $40, but it had this little chicken logo on it. Look at that. I think this is a Zaxby's logo. It must be store 1788. and it had a little chicken logo on it. But hey, somebody wanted it and I took a best offer of $40. This purse I loved. This was one of the items that I got at the bougie consignment store that was having a clearance sale. I paid $1 for this. I had no idea what it was when I picked it up, but I was like, this is really kind of a unique bag. It sold within 24 hours for $49.45. It was metal, it looks like flames, really, really cool. This is something that I picked up earlier this year from the Goodwill bins. Found it just laying there. It was a Microsoft Surface Pro. It's the first of the series. I had it sitting here for months and never listed it. Like, it drives me crazy that I just leave money sitting in a pile beside me. As soon as I put it up, it sold within a few days for $53.95. And then our best sale of the week is from my mom. I'm so proud of her. She has been sourcing online. She loves to do auctions and things, and she tries to find bargains for us to resell. And this was her latest find. She sold these Nike Air Jordans. I think she paid about $15 for them, and I'm so proud of her. These sold for $94.46. I'm making her the top seller of the week, so that's awesome. She's doing better than me this week for sure. And then of course we always end with the lowest sale of the week, because on weeks like this we appreciate every single sale, and that this week are eye drops. I have actually, if you see, I had 17 of these, already sold 7, so I took a best offer of $7. That includes free shipping, but just happy to be selling them and getting them out of here. But when you figure 17 times $7, that's pretty decent money for some eye drops. Thankfully, eBay has decided to turn back on this weekend. My week would have been a lot worse if not for Saturday. Saturday I sold over $500 in one day, or else those numbers would have been really bad. And yesterday I had a good day as well. So hopefully things are looking up and whatever issues eBay was having is working itself out. Or maybe it's just my Eneman. Maybe that's it. Now that I have him, sales are looking up, so we'll go with that. So I don't know about you, but I'm gonna spend this week trying to list a bunch of new items. Luckily last weekend, finally we had some yard sales, so I went to a few that were pretty good ones. I paid up for some things, but interesting hard goods. It's better than only listing clothes over and over and over again. So I'm super happy about that. And I'm sure my mom is too, because she's the one who takes the lead on taking all the pictures of clothes, and that can be a pain. I would definitely like to hear what your best sale was last week. Leave it in the comments below. If you are not subscribed yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I have been selling on eBay since 1998. I love to share my eBay journey with all of you. All right, guys, until next time, it was great to see you. Have a very productive day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.